Ladies and gentlemen, take a deep breath, because what happened in 2047 was not just a cricket match, it was a global shockwave. World Cup final, Narendra Modi Stadium, India versus Pakistan. 135,000 people inside the stadium and 1.4 billion hearts watching outside. And trust me, the last moments of this match will be remembered for generations. Because nobody expected what was about to unfold. The stadium looked unreal. Drone lights covered the sky. Holographic screens floated above the stands. Even international astronauts were watching the match live from orbit. This wasn't a final. This was history being written. India won the toss. Captain Arjun Rathore stepped forward, calm, confident, fearless. And he made the decision. We bat first. The crowd exploded. Across the pitch stood Pakistan's captain Zayan Malik, nervous, hesitating, smiling awkwardly like he didn't even believe he belonged here. He tried to look serious, but his expressions kept giving him away. Almost like he was the comedian who accidentally walked onto the wrong stage. The Indian crowd noticed it, and they laughed, because it looked like Pakistan had already accepted defeat. India began like a storm, not cautious, not slow, aggressive, ruthless. Opening batter Veer Pratap Singh looked unstoppable. His timing was perfect, like every shot was pre-calculated. At the other end, young sensation Ayan Mehta played without fear. Boundaries flew, sixes rained down. Pakistan's bowlers had no answer. No Yorker worked. No slow ball worked. No field placement worked. Every delivery was punished. And then came the moment that shook the stadium. The scoreboard after 20 overs. India 248 for 1. Veer Pratap Singh 151 not out. Ayan Mehta 121 not out. The crowd wasn't cheering anymore. They were celebrating. Some fans were already recording victory videos. Some were crying tears of happiness, because it felt like the trophy was already coming home. And Pakistan's captain Zayan Malik, he was clapping slowly, smiling nervously, like a man watching his own disaster in slow motion. Pakistan walked out to chase, and Indian fans smiled. 249 in a World Cup final against India's bowling attack, it felt impossible. Even Zayan Malik looked unsure. He was walking around the boundary line, as if he was guessing the game instead of captaining it. The first over was normal. The second over, still controlled. The third over, nothing dramatic. And then, Pakistan's opener took guard, a man with a name that sounded like royalty. Shahmir Shahenshah Khan. The announcer said his name. The crowd barely reacted, because no one knew they were about to witness something unreal. Fourth ball, Shahmir lifted his bat and played a shot that froze the entire stadium. A six, but not an ordinary six. The ball spun in the air like it was guided by technology. A 360-degree six. That ball didn't just clear the boundary, it cleared the stadium. It disappeared into the night sky. And suddenly the laughter stopped, because that shot wasn't just power, it was a warning. Even Zayan Malik's face changed. His nervous smile vanished. For the first time, he looked scared. What happened next was not cricket, it was destruction. India tried pace, Pakistan punished it. India tried spin, Pakistan humiliated it. India tried Yorkers, Pakistan launched them into orbit. The scoreboard began moving faster than the crowd could breathe. Then came an over that broke the sport itself. 48 runs in 1 over. 8 sixes. The stadium couldn't even process it. And then came the most unbelievable delivery ever recorded in a final. No ball. Free hit. Wide. And then a 6, 14 runs on 1 ball. India's bowler Rudra Deshmukh looked broken. Pacer Ishan Qureshi stood frozen in disbelief. Spinner Kabir Anand kept staring at his hands like they had betrayed him. The crowd stopped chanting. Now they were praying. And Pakistan's captain, Zayan Malik, he was still nervous, still hesitant, but now he was acting like a complete joker, jumping, dancing, making weird gestures, pretending to conduct the crowd like an orchestra, as if he couldn't believe his own luck. At first, India believed they'll collapse soon. Then it became, we just need wickets. Then it became, we just need one miracle. But miracles never came. The ball kept flying. The boundaries kept coming. The scoreboard kept climbing. And then the final numbers appeared. Pakistan finished with 502 for 3. A chase of 249. And Pakistan crossed 500. The stadium went silent because the human brain couldn't accept what it was seeing. And even Zayan Malik, the nervous captain, stood there smiling like he had just pulled off the biggest prank in cricket history. Phones were smashed. Some fans walked out without a word. Some didn't even stand up from their seats. A child asked his father, "Did we really lose?" An auntie called her husband and said, "Don't talk to me today. I watched the match." The internet exploded. Memes appeared instantly. 2047 and still losing to Pakistan. In 2051, the final will happen on Mars and we lose there too. Someone posted, India's heartbreak, 2047 Ultra HD edition. In Delhi, auto drivers refused money, not out of kindness, but out of sorrow. In Mumbai locals, people stared at the floor like they had lost their future. For 2 days, India wasn't celebrating anything. India was mourning. But wait. Before you start crying, before you throw your phone, before you block cricket forever, let me tell you something. None of this actually happened. Yes, this entire story, this entire nightmare, it's just a dramatic imagination. Because listen carefully, Pakistan winning a World Cup final against India in 2047. That is not a prediction. That is science fiction. That is fantasy. That is something Pakistan can only see in their dreams. Because in the future, in the present, in any universe, India versus Pakistan, and Pakistan winning, no chance. So relax. India is still the boss. And Pakistan, they can only celebrate in reals, not in real finals. Now comment below. Pakistan dreams only. Hit like so hard the internet shakes. Subscribe right now because the next story will be even more dangerous. And share this with your friends so they laugh instead of cry. Jai Hind. Because this is India and in the future too, India doesn't lose.